Our wishes have been granted, and with Apex Legends Season 14, we've gotten quite a few improvements that gave the Battle Royale a whole new look. With Season 13, we witnessed some ranked modifications, which at first felt terrible for lower ranks, adjustments to Stormpoint, and the introduction of the new legend, Newcastle. Season 14 isn't coming slow with its Hunted update either. There's a lot to take in, so let's get started. First up, where can you play Apex Legends Season 14? Just like before, you can enter Kings Canyon with complete crossplay on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. And there's now a next-gen update live for Apex Legends if you've been waiting to play on PS5 or Xbox Series X. Next up, what did we learn from the trailer? Even from the trailer, we knew that we'll get to see some major Kings Canyon changes. We also got our first look at the new legend, Vantage, who seems to be a long-range threat. With the first trailer, we learned a little more about Vantage's past, witnessed her first Apex Games experiences, and discovered more about her mother Xenia's incarceration. In the newest season, the age-old Kings Canyon has undergone renovations and is now known as Reforged Kings Canyon. Respawn hasn't been shy with its improvements, and even claims that it made the map larger to entice players to engage in more combat, and by making the map bigger, there's a lower chance that a third squad will attack them. And now, let's look at some of the major changes in Season 14. First of all, there's a new POI, Relic. In Season 5, Skulltown and Thunderdome were sunk by a massive explosion caused by Loba. Now that the salvage operation is complete, the Syndicate has rebuilt the area for the Apex games. Dredging machines have refilled the space with sand from the ocean floor, and a new battleground has been rebuilt with the iconic skull as its centerpiece. Then let's come to some of the modified POIs, like Cage. The huge tower's now far less of a cage like its name suggests, and the entire top is now open and easy to get access to. Another is Hillside, and well, the bunker near containment has gotten a pretty nice facelift, with the building being removed to get rid of the interior spaces. If you remember Broken Relay, it's now called Basin, and has had the removed buildings and ziplines restored. Another change that's big is that the route through the mountains that originally connected destroyed bridges, River Center, and Hillside has been removed from Map Center. And that's not all, since the cave that once connected River Center and the marketplace has vanished too. Up next, what else is new? The route over the mountains has been widened, providing players a much better view. And when it comes to loot, a lot has changed. The distribution between different POI has been rebalanced, with Runoff, Hydro Dam, Swamps, and Octane's Gauntlet receiving better treasure. But Crash Side and Spotted Lakes will be receiving weaker loot. In general, there's more loot now, especially in buildings, and the quality of the treasure should more naturally correspond to how prominent the POI is. So, is there anything else added that's important? Let's talk about the rest of the smaller changes to the Reforged Kings Canyon. Respawn added a new raised walkway to help players rotate between destroyed bridges and River Center, which is honestly much needed. At the walls of Repulsor, there's been 2 sets of stairs and 2 zip lines added to help non-movement legends access the walls. So, generally, we can see that movement across the map has been easier. Like they've added 1 vertical zip line to help non-movement legends access the wall at Artillery, and 2 vertical zip lines to help players access the walkways at Swamps. Swamps also gets another update, as we'll get a new explosive hold there. Cutting down trees is bad for sure, but not this time, as there are fewer trees at Forest to improve players' visibility. 2 of the 3 charge towers at Capacitor have also been removed, and there are fewer jump towers. And thankfully, they've fixed some bugs and bad end circles. Up next, let's look at the new legend in Season 14. Like we said, the new season has been really exciting so far, and it's brought with it a lot of changes, including another new legend. Teenager Vantage is new to the Apex games, but she's a formidable sniper with a rocket pack and a cute bat companion by her side. Now, you might be wondering, what's her backstory? Well, at the age of 18, she learned that her mother was a prisoner who'd crash-landed rather than a native of the deadly ice planet where she was born. Things turned even darker when Vantage got hurt, and her mother sent in the same people who had locked her up to save her. While this saved Vantage, it got her mother thrown back in space jail in an effort to draw attention to her unfairly condemned mother. Vantage is now bringing the fight to the Apex games. And now, let's take a look at what Vantage can do. So, Vantage has some pretty impressive tricks up her sleeves. First one is the passive ability, the Spotter's Lens. Because of this ability, whenever you aim down sights while unarmed, or equipped with a mid to long range scope, you get a bullet drop indicator. This will help you figure out where your shots will land. Now, let's look at her tactical ability, which is Echo Relocation. This ability is super cool, as it lets you aim your little bat friend Echo before launching towards the spot you send him to with your rocket pack. And our ultimate ability is the Sniper's Mark, where we can mark enemy targets. This helps get a damage bonus for you and your team, since you'll have the ability to nail long distance shots with ease. You can help your squad confirm kills with a damage damage buff, and of course relocate quickly. With all these perks, Vantage is set to be an excellent pick for the sniper in All of Us. 3 days after her debut on live servers, Vantage presently has the highest pick rate of any legend in the game, with a massive 11.9%. These stats were by the fan-run tracker Apex Legends Status. For new legends, this kind of pick rate isn't uncommon, as they'll see several days of high selection rates before declining. Up next, what about the Apex Legends Season 14 Battle Pass? As you know, a new season always brings a new Battle Pass, and Season 14 of Apex Legends was no different. Like always, you'll have to pay some Apex coins, but we'll be getting some new skins like Caustic, Wraith, and Horizon. You now have the option to complete several Battle Pass challenges in either Battle Royale or non-Battle Royale modes, giving you more freedom to finish the Battle Pass how you want. So, not all the changes were very appreciated. Surprise, surprise, the community isn't convinced with all of the developers' choices, as many are demanding that Respawn roll back the ring adjustments. The first ring damage in the game was increased from 2 to 3 HP every tick, and the pre-shrink time was decreased from 180 to 60 seconds. On each map, the ring closing time was also extended. The community has criticized the creators and demanded that the changes be reversed. The pace of the game has undoubtedly changed as a result of the ring changes, for better or worse. We'll just have to wait and watch if the devs reverse the changes in response to community outrage. Next up, some more game changes. There's also a few other changes in Apex Legends Season 14, including a big one that the more devoted players have been asking for. First up, there's been a level cap increase. The effective level maximum has been increased to level 500 Tier 3, as players can now level through account levels 500 through 3 more tiers of 500 levels. This increase assures that everyone can obtain an heirloom simply by playing the game, and it does this by adding 345 more Apex packs that can be earned through account leveling. There are now 544 Apex packs available for earning through account leveling. Then there's the Skull Piercer, which gives you a headshot damage bonus. It's also now compatible with the 30-30 repeater. Besides this, a new barrel attachment is here, specifically for pistols and SMGs, improving their hipfire accuracy. And that's not all, as the gold backpack perks moving over to gold knockdown shields. And backpacks now have a new perk called Deep Pockets. This lets them stack 1 extra shield battery, medkit, and phoenix kit per slot. Other than that, the knockdown shield perk has been removed entirely, and both the Rampage LMG and Bowcheck bow are now supply drop weapons. And finally, when is the end date for Season 14? So even though EA hasn't yet made Season 14's specific end date public, we know that Apex Legends follows a 3-month timetable. This suggests that, give or take a few days, Season 14 should end around November 8th, 2022. We'll keep you informed of any mid-season changes and fill in any gaps as Respawn Entertainment releases more information. That's a wrap for this video. What do you think of the changes in Apex Legends Season 14? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching.